Okay, so I'm back. So, looking over my own life and how this resonates with me, is there's been times when just doing what God has called me to do, or just dealing with a situation in which I am in for whatever reason, whether it's from my own doing or from relationships or someone else's doing, or maybe what God is doing, because remember, He works all things out according to His purpose for our good. That doesn't mean that everything is good, or it doesn't mean that um, the choices and decisions that we've made are good, but it's just that He works them all out. And so when I look back over my own life, especially in the season that I'm in right now, and I have had people wanting me to be something other than what I am. Let me explain that. So they see my situation that I'm in and they judged it. They didn't, they judged it, they criticized it, they talked about me. Um, they did, they acted as though I was some kind of foreigner to them and that they didn't know the character. And the one thing that I stood on was my identity in God, because I know who He calls me. He calls me His child of God. He calls me, I am a child of God. He calls me His child. Um, he never leaves or forsakes. He's always looking for the one out of the 99, always coming to get me, never leaving me in a place where I could be stuck in, always answering, always here. I can pray to Him. I have prayed to Him, and I live I'm beginning to understand that I'm living in prayers that I prayed. It doesn't mean that that being in the prayer is now everything is completely 100% fine. That's not what it means necessarily, especially right now, because I still have a ways to go in order to get the fullness of what I need to come out of where I'm at. But to just really sit back and think about the fact that He answered my prayers. And there was a time when I would think, you're not answering why aren't you answering my prayers? Why aren't you answering my prayers? And yet that's exactly when I absolutely go down the list of things right now. They're all answered prayers. And so I sought the Lord. He heard and He answered. Not the fullness of the answer that I need, that I'm seeking after Him for. But I think that's really reason why the Bible says you keep on seeking, you keep knocking, you keep asking, because it's not always in the bigger picture in which we see the blessing that God has, the blessing, the answer of the prayer. It is along the journey where we find so many blessings of answered prayers. So I'm encouraging everyone to stop and take a look at the answered prayers, even if you have not arrived at the fullness of what you're praying for. Take the time out I sought the Lord. He heard. He answered. That's why I trust in him. And I don't know if we'll ever get to the fullness of the completion of not ever um, having anxiety or, find our place in a place where we're like, this is not working, or this is not happening. But one thing I do know is that when we stop and recognize the way I did this morning on a way deeper level, I started this a couple of days ago, recognizing little things around me, like noticing little things around me. This is gonna sound crazy, but I got a new blow dryer, and the blow dryer is new. I didn't ask for it. I did need a new blow dryer, okay? I didn't know it was going to be that good because it was better than the old one. It's little things like that. And that is like so amazing to me that he is always blessing us. So as the song with Elevation Worship says, I sought the Lord. He heard, he answered. That's why I trust in him. That's why I trust in him. If you have not listened to the fullness of that song, go listen to it. Go find your place of trust in God. Have a great, blessed day. See you tomorrow. We'll see you tomorrow again. Breakfast Nook at 9 with Sean. Have an amazing day. Go find those blessings of God. Go find them. Go find them so you'll see he is answering your prayers. Even along the way to the bigger ones, he's answering them. Have a great day.